On August 8, 2014, Five Nights at Freddy's would be unveiled to the world. Made by one man, Scott Cawthorn, an indie game dev who presumably had no idea his little point-and-click horror game would reach the heights that it has today. If you need proof at just how popular Fnaf is, guess what the other two search terms are in this image? Well, I'm gonna guess that you're wrong, because the answers are Denny's and World War I. Now, as soon as anything becomes popular, people, children, are gonna want toys based on that thing. But with Fnaf in particular, people have been trying, with varying success,
the jack-o'-lantern,
to make the characters into either brick-built characters or into Lego minifigures, from as early as a decade ago to as recently as a few months ago. Some have even settled on alternate options to Lego, such as knockoff brands or the popular McFarlane Toys building sets, which, while accessible at the time, have exploded in value on the aftermarket.
God damn, Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit.
And as for the bootlegs, I'm sure you know how most Lego fans feel about these.
Ow!
Despite all of the content, off-brands, and even a Fnaf video game, Lego Fnaf minifigures just aren't accessible. And if we can't have Lego Foxy romantically lock eyes with Lego Darth... Okay, I cannot say that. Fortunately, that's where I come in. For those of you who haven't seen my channel before, I design, print, paint, and sell my very own custom Lego models based on various different things you might like. From the popular to the more strange. Okay. What is this? Oh, I do not want to...
Okay, whoa, okay, it's been a good stream.
I'm open to making just about anything. If you have something you'd like me to design, the best way to let me know is by dropping by one of my live streams that I do every single day and politely suggesting. I really didn't know much about Fnaf, but after I went out and saw the movie for myself, I just couldn't help but think, damn, what if I made these guys in Lego? Designing these characters was without a doubt the most complicated part of the entire process, which I streamed live on YouTube. Come join us, by the way, it's really fun and definitely normal. Fortnite, yeah, Fortnite, yeah. Fortnite. The first character I made, of course, was Freddy Fazbear.
Because if you go to Fortnights at Freddy's, you have electricity. Whoa.
Now, being the first, I had to figure out how I wanted to design these. I had the option of putting holes into the mask for minifigure eyes, much like the Lego costume figures, or I could 3D model suggestions of eyes onto the head. I used the very well-respected design program, Microsoft Paint, to come to a conclusion, which led to an interesting blueprint. After gathering my reference and placing it in Blender, I would begin with the staple of all Blender projects, cube. After a few minutes of modifying said cube, I already had a very solid base to the iconic Fazbear. Then after adding a snout and smoothing out the head, I had a pretty solid representation of the Freddy already done by the end of the first stream.
Oh, cholera! Czy to Freddy Fazbear?
The next stream and a half would be dedicated to turning Freddy from this into this by smoothing out and redesigning bits and pieces of the head, as well as adding the eyes. The eyes would take some time to design, starting off a little spooky, honestly, but eventually, after another MS Paint detour and a few scrapped ideas, we'd end up with this head print. It's designed to fit a bow tie piece, and rather than being a molded head, this Freddy mask can be placed on top of minifigure head, so you can seal whoever you'd please behind these masks. The rest of the animatronics followed a very similar process, starting with very simple shapes, make more shapes, put together, smooth, then boom. After the design process for all of these guys were done, I would begin the preparations for... or as you probably know it, the boring stuff. Curing, washing, sanding...
How many sand is here, Omega? That's your first mission.
Mixing colors, etc. Once that was over, we finally begin the most important part, the painting. Wait, what was that? What is that? I don't really know, guys. Then there's also this one. There's like literally 30 versions of blue. What do you guys think for Bonnie's color in general? Regular blue plus bright light blue, snout and ears. Personally would like him to be purple like the game. I like purple a lot more. Purple light, medium lavender, blue, medium lavender, dark purple. Bonnie's like a sand blue. That's sand blue. There's just so many hues. Dark blue, that would be dark blue. light royal for the snout. This is like whatever this is the closest I have to light royal. What do you guys think? Now I bet you're wondering, how did I solve the age-old philosophical debate, one that existed since the dawn of time, or as we know it, 2016? I painted both.
I'm dying because I'm so surprised.
However, while I would inevitably paint multiple color variants for Bonnie and Freddy too,
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
I had to settle on just one color at the time, so I chose bright blue for Bonnie and reddish brown for Freddy. Every animatronic had a very similar painting process, so to save me from needing to put Subway Surfers beneath this segment, I'll only talk about our confusingly colored pal Bonnie. How the painting process was for him was give or take identical to the other characters. But if you want to see the rest of those processes in full, all of the videos are uploaded on the live section of this channel, so give them a watch if you're interested in seeing the entire process. Starting off with the base coat of apple barrel paint, also known as your new best friend. It's cheap, comes in colors very similar to Legos, and most importantly, it's non-toxic, meaning that I won't die at 35 after having to paint 1 million Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. After painting the base coat on the animatronic heads, I would start painting in some of the less fine details such as the snout, eyes, and inside of the ears. Remember though, just because I only painted one base layer doesn't mean you can't do more. If your piece looks like it needs another layer of paint, it likely does, so don't stop there. The finer details are not always perfect on the first try. You will slip up, you will mess up, so the worst thing you can do is panic. Just wait for it to dry and cover up the base color of the paint. Anyways, this is what Bonnie would look like after a few streams of painting. Almost done, but we're missing a feature or two. The next step of the process is glossing the minifigure, or as my community has lovingly coined it, glazing, which not only seals the paint, but it also gives the pieces that Lego sheen that minifigures have. The gloss that I use is Minwax Clear Lacquer. You don't have to use that. There's plenty of other options out there. I actually have a full video featuring this topic, which you can watch on my channel. But the clear coat that I use is very much hazardous and toxic if you inhale, which kind of goes for all clear coats. Just keep that in mind. Be protected and create it safely. If you take away anything from this video, make sure you wear a filtration mask like this if you're working on any glossing. And no matter what, your takeaway should not be that this looks like the mask that Walter White wore.
Ah, yes, I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit or your body?
Jokes aside, make sure you have a filtration mask whenever you're working with any potentially hazardous material, especially clear lacquer gloss. Your health is more important than any Lego Fnaf minifigure, so please proceed with caution. And if you're under 18, make sure you have a parent with you. Anyways, with a thick glaze being applied to the animatronic heads, they begin to finally look identical to a Lego piece. After the gloss glaze finally dries, I get to the final part of each character, the eyes. Eyes are the window to the soul after all, and these guys have plenty of souls in them. Painting such small details is very difficult. However, the benefit of having the painted areas glossed beforehand is that if I were to mess up on the eyes, the paint underneath is protected, so any scripts are less significant than the scripts before. And that is where the design process for these figures ends. Despite being incredibly tedious, taking weeks to design even just the main 4 animatronics, I'd say it was absolutely worth it. These figures end up looking phenomenal, and despite not even being the biggest Fnaf fan, I am proud to have these a part of my Lego collection. Speaking of which, now we can finally showcase the entire Lego Five Nights at Freddy's minifigure collection. Alright, here we have the full lineup of all of the figures that I've completed for Fnaf. These are kind of scattered around in no particular order, but I thought it would be great just to give at least a few seconds of close-up time to each figure just to kind of go over what I made during this entire project and give a little bit of a highlight to all of them. Most of these are just from the movie themselves, like the Fnaf movie, and you can see there's a lot of human characters. In fact, let me just go over those first. But there is a few of these that are actually from the video games that are not connected to the movie at all, so we'll touch on those too. But yeah, I just let's show them off a little bit. So starting off, here's like one of the meme characters. I guess a lot of these are kind of meme characters in their own right, but this is like the Vanessa character, I believe, from the movie. She's the son. She's the daughter of the this guy, Springtrap. What's his name? William After. But yeah, this is just a very basic figure, just kind of threw parts together, nothing quite special here. That's kind of all of these human characters. They're just kind of thrown together from existing Lego parts, except there are some altered pieces like right here with Doug. I kind of made that hair and sculpted it and designed it on stream from an existing Lego hair piece. Which was kind of fun to see. You got a nice expression there that I think fits the character. We also have Mike, the Josh Hutcherson in Lego form. This hair is actually using a hair print that I designed for my sig fig. Kind of still looks like my hair. My hair is a little different now, but I think this figure works well enough for the Josh Hutcherson likeness. This face, I think, does a good job. I just erased some of the print on this torso and added a little sign there to represent like the security vest, I think. But I like this one too. And then last out of the human characters, here is the daughter, no, the sister, I think. I don't remember her name, but I just cut out some stickers to add to them some little cloud details to the shirt. Very, very basic figure, but that's all the humans from the FNAF movie. So I'll get those out of the way. And then I guess I'll show off something else that's from the FNAF movie. This is the Torture Freddy, which is one of my favorite parts. You can see you can put it like up to a minifigure face and it kind of fits over. You can also, I made it so that you can put this on Lego parts and stuff. I think it's a very fun idea for a 3D printed Lego piece. I used like Bionicle gears as the design for the little grinder cutter uppers area, and I think that is kind of a cool detail. And you can even see them, let's see, yeah, you can see them poking out from the front, which I just think is super awesome. This has got to be one of my favorites out of all of the things that I've done for these projects so far. I really like that one. Continuing, I guess, with the FNAF movie characters, we'll jump into Spring Bonnie, I guess. This is not Spring Trap quite yet. This is Spring Bonnie. I really, really like all of the deterioration that I gave this figure. I think it just really complements the vibe, I guess, for this guy. I think that this one is also one of my favorites as well. I think this... Also, you're going to have to ignore all the torsos on these guys. They're all just random torsos because I didn't want to remove any of the printing. All these torsos I just use stickers for, so you can actually peel these stickers off and it would be a normal torso. So that's why they have really random stuff on the backs. I'll just preface that beforehand. But yeah, that's I didn't want to paint any actual Lego parts during this process. You know, all the 3D prints are just painted, and then everything else is just regular Lego parts, so I didn't have to like destroy any Lego figures in the process of this. But that's Spring Bonnie. Really, really like that one. Here, okay, I guess we'll start here then. This is the Freddy Fazbear, Freddy Fazbear. This one I actually really, really enjoyed too. We got another random torso on the back there, but I think this one turned out really well, and I really appreciate the likeness. I was able to capture a lot of iterating on the jaw and mouth area for this one, and also all of them, but I think it was worth the effort in order to really capture that Freddy Fazbear likeness. I'm very fond of this guy. I think the ears being the shape they are and the size they are and everything kind of culminates together to create the perfect Lego Freddy Fazbear likeness, in my opinion. Moving on, I guess we'll touch on another movie-specific one, which is this is the movie, FNAF movie Golden Freddy. Or this is not based on any of the other FNAF game Golden Freddy iterations, interpretations, whatever. Character looks. This is specifically from the movie. I really do like this one, mostly just because of the wires that are kind of coming out. I think that design is so Lego-like in my eyes, and it just really complements this character. And also like that little like security camera-looking eye poking out right there. And this dude has like a skull, a Freddy's skull almost going on in here with that concave or convex eye, I don't know which one, the one with the scoop in it. So this one is also very cool, and I'm very fond of it as well. I guess we'll just finish out the movie ones almost here. Second to last is here is the movie Bonnie, which we kind of touched on earlier in this video. It's done in this lighter blue, and it feels so weird looking at Freddy next to Bonnie, or I guess anyone with eyebrows next to Bonnie, because it's so weird to see no eyebrows. It feels wrong. I think Bonnie's very creepy for that little detail, or I guess the lack thereof, with the no eyebrows. It looks good though. I like how I did Bonnie. The face is actually, the jawline is actually different. I guess the cheek area is actually different from this Freddy. See, this one kind of comes down, which is accurate to the movie, and also this one kind of slopes up in a way. So I like that different shape. Also, just the head in general is a different shape here on that Bonnie too. But I really like this Bonnie. I think it turned out very well. Came out very good. All of the eyes feature different colors, which represent the ones from the game/movies. Moving on to the last one, I guess we can, or I guess not the last one because there's one more. is the Chica, and she's got the pink eyes. You can see they're a little different in shade there. This one was a very difficult one to do, just to be able to capture the likeness in a good enough way. But also, this bib here is made out of stickers that I cut out by hand with an X-Acto knife. So those are all just individual stickers that I've cut up and kind of placed on the torso, and I think it turned out really well. I also was able to create these fake dual molded legs with the use of my like guide parts that I have. I created these like little tools here that allow you to do that, so that's what I use for those. I have a video on that too on the channel if you're interested in that at all, but anyways, yeah, back to Chica. I think that the face turned out really well. I did something different with these eyes where I like outlined them uniquely. Like they have that like kind of skull looking vibe around the eyes, where all the other ones definitely have a little bit of that, but she actually has a lot more than the others, as you can definitely see there. Now is the last of the lineup from the movie, which is Foxy, and Foxy came out really nicely. I actually love the legs on this guy, and the face especially too. You can tell it's Foxy. I don't know, I don't have too much to say on the sculpt. I guess it's the only one that is not a helmet. This one is just a head, which I guess you could say is sort of like the movie. Foxy was the only one that didn't have an actual person inside of it, so I guess it's consistent there. We got like a Emperor Palpatine guard thing going on here on the back, so ignore that as well. But the legs on this, I also used those same tools to get this effect with this skeleton legs. I actually painted these, but you probably couldn't have you probably weren't able to tell until I told you that. So yeah, I think Foxy looks really cool. Got that old pirate hook part there for the hand, and I think that everything in this kind of comes together to look really nice and really look like Foxy, I guess. Okay, who have we not done yet? I guess we'll save Springtrap for last maybe. Here we'll touch on the alternate versions of Bonnie and Freddy that I've done. Here's a dark orange Freddy and a purple Bonnie. And then I guess here is another alternate version, but this is a totally different character technically. This is the withered Freddy, so I'll touch on that right before I touch on Springtrap. But here is the alternate colors next to each other. You can see I haven't done the stomach for this one yet, so still on hold, I guess. Is not complete. It's a work in progress, if you will. Here is the two Five Bears and bunnies next to each other. I think they both are good for different reasons. I like the color schemes on each of them for different reasons. I think neither of these is necessarily bad in any way. I like seeing them all four of them together in their respective ways. I'm just rambling at this point, but they look good. I like their different looks. Different colors, not necessarily right or wrong. I just think that they look good. I like them. So yeah, there's a look at all of them. Maybe I'll show these ones closer, just these two together. Need a nice focused point of those together, and then I'll show these ones together. Here we go. Very nice. Very, very lovely. We love to see it. Okay, so those are those over there. Now, the last two, which are some of my favorites, and then this one is obviously a fan favorite. This is the game version of Springtrap. We have here's these together. The movie version on the right, the Spring Bonnie, and then the Springtrap. So this one's a lot more decrepit, and this one is a little bit thinner. You can see this one doesn't fit those bow ties like a lot of the other characters are meant to do. This one is just like a helmet head, so there's that. I don't have much to say about this guy. I don't know much about these characters, but I know that this is quite a fan favorite amongst Fnaf fans and stuff. So I was definitely I knew I had to put this one on the list when I started this project. So I think I did this justice, hopefully, and it looks cool to the people who really enjoy this character or whatever. Enjoy, is that the right word? I don't know. But yeah, that's the Springtrap mask and figure and stuff. And then I guess lastly, here is kind of a teaser at the next future FNAF video, which I've streamed the design process for the Wizards and the toys from FNAF 2, but I have not streamed the painting process for either of these. But I am going to be streaming them, and I'm probably, when this video is up, I will have streamed a few of them. But you can still probably catch the streams as we do it live, and probably you could be a part of the next video that we compile to do all this. But this is the Withered Freddy. I guess I'll compare him to the normal Freddy here. I love this new Freddy shape. I think it is so unique and cool. You can see they're very different with the jaws, how they look especially. This is like the twerking Freddy. You've probably seen videos out there of that meme. But yeah, I really like this guy. I think it's creepy and weird. And I didn't actually like this design in universe until I made it. And I really do like it now a lot. I'm still gonna add some like withered parts and stuff to this as well, but that's gonna come down the line. Maybe I'll do that on stream, so make sure you check if I'm live streaming. I usually live stream every night, every morning on Twitch, but then every night around 6 p.m. EST. So if you want to catch a stream, be sure to check that out. It's a lot of fun. But okay, that's a teaser at what's to come. We're doing more FNAF stuff, so stay tuned. But here is all of the FNAF figures. I'm probably missing one that I lost somewhere, but I think this is all of them. I think this is all the stuff, all the good stuff, you know. Yeah, this was a fun process. I don't have much more to say, but I really enjoyed making these. My love for FNAF and my appreciation has definitely grown during this time, during making all of these. If you have suggestions for a very specific one that you want to see done, drop it in the comments. I'm always open-minded to making very specific weird characters, and I'm sure I'll actually get around to making them all in the future. But yeah, I mentioned the live streams. I would love for you to be there and be a part of it. I love live streaming, and I love interacting with chat as we make things, design them, or what have you, 3D print them or paint them. It's always fun. So catch me on Twitch in the mornings, or catch me on YouTube streaming. Every single day. We stream daily, so be sure to be there. It's always fun, and you can be a part of the next video process, blah 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 blah. I don't know what else to say. Thanks so much for watching this video. Big shout out to Snom, or Snom Nom on Instagram. I don't know how she wants the username. She'll edit a thing. Oh my gosh. Oh wait. Oh my gosh. Look, there it is. Snom. There's Snom. Thank you so much for not only editing this whole video, but writing the script. I could not have forged my thoughts in a better way without Snom's help. So thank you to all the editors that do work. Shout out to the TikTok editors, Josh. Josh does a great job at editing the TikToks. Input clips. I guess it's right there. Little banner. Input clips on TikTok. Yeah, and thanks, big thanks to the community and everyone who showed up at the live streams or been a part of this process in any way. It's always such a joy to be with you guys and be streaming and talking to you guys, and in the Discord. Check out the Discord, it's in the description or something, I don't know, but it's just awesome to have such a nice community with all you here. And yeah, stay tuned. More of this content's coming very soon. More of these awesomely edited videos are in the works, so check the channel for previous streams. And I have some other videos up, but stay tuned because more of these awesomely done videos are coming very soon. I got nothing else to say. I gotta get out of here. You gotta get back to doing whatever you're doing, but make sure you subscribe and stick around because there's a lot more awesome stuff like this in the future. So that's all I have to say. Thanks very much. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Whichever one I see you, I'll see you. All right, goodbye. Anyways, with the release of the FNAF movie, the franchise has sort of had a revitalization period. Anyways, with the FNAF.